What's up, y'all? It's your girl Kai. I'm back again. Back again with another episode. Ooh. I've been listening to like other podcasts and people be having like little jingles. And I'm like, I should do a jingle. But I'm like, my moods be switching all the time. Like, I might just do my own jingle when I come in. You know what I'm saying? Whatever mood I'm in, do a little jingle for that one. You know what I'm saying? A little song for that one. Shoot. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. That's just what I'm going to do because I'm going to be so fixated on trying to find the perfect ass jingle. Like how? What is the perfect jingle? I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. None. Y'all have an idea? I don't. I have no idea. But today, of course, I'm answering my DMs because this question, I knew it was coming. I absolutely knew it was coming. It was, do you believe in God? And I'm like, yes, of course I do. I knew somebody was going to ask me that because you guys see my posts all the time, like the little spiritual posts and stuff like that. And I knew you guys were going to ask that. And another question was, why don't I go to church, or do you go to church? No, I don't. I used to, but I've never really been able to find like a church home per se because of all of the random ass questions I have. Like, I don't know, I just haven't really been received well. You know what I mean? But absolutely, I believe in God. Like, I believe in God more than I believe in people. A lot of the time, I'm going to keep it so solid. Like, I'd rather spend time with God than to spend time with people a lot of the time. Me and God have an extra personal relationship, as I'm sure everybody else does too. But, you know what I'm saying, it's extra special for me because it's me. You know what I'm saying? I love me some G.O.D. Me and the G.O.D. go way back, all the way to when I was in my daddy sack, okay? That was probably inappropriate, but who gives a fuck? This is shamelessly speaking, okay? I say what I want. I say what I want, I do what I want. But yes, I love God. Like, I've spent time in church. I've spent time in non-denominational, air quote, churches. I've spent time in Baptist churches. I've spent time in Catholic churches, all kind of different churches, but I don't know, I can't really get down with the whole religion thing. You know, I've always considered myself to be a little more spiritual than religious just because I feel like religion has like a ceiling on it, or it makes like there's so many rules and things that you can and can't do, or what's frowned upon, and I just like, I don't know, I don't want that pressure. I don't like that pressure. I do like to, you know, go to church sometimes, like to my friend's church. Like, I'll definitely go to church. Like, I'm a praise him. Yes, I am. But I won't be back next Sunday. I won't. I probably won't be here for Bible study either. I might come for one Bible study. But, like, I probably won't. Like, unless y'all, you know what I'm saying, the conversations are deep and fulfilling, I probably won't be back. Like, maybe my experiences with churches have just been, I don't know, but that's just my personal feeling, you know? Like, there's certain things about the Bible that I just can't fully get behind, you know what I mean? But I love me some Jesus, I really do, you know? And I believe some of the stories in the Bible, but I feel like it's like, I don't know, it is just so many things in the Bible that I can fuck with and so many things that I can't. And I don't know, the way I live my lifestyle, like, I would just seriously be depressed if I solely focused on, you know what I'm saying, what the Bible was talking about. And I don't know, I just feel better being in a relationship with God that feels like something closer to what I resonate with, like something closer, something older, it seems like, you know, like real older, like past all those rules and shit, like strip away all of that shit and just like that feeling, you know what I mean? Because I feel like we're all connected to God. I feel like we're all little demigods, you know what I'm saying, sent here to co-create a type of experience to have and to fulfill a purpose, you know what I'm saying? and have a passion that our purpose is fueling us towards, you know what I mean? And it's all for the betterment of everything. And I feel like there's so much more to us that can't really fully fit into our meat suit. Our meat suit being like our body, you know what I mean? That we literally have missions, you feel me? And I feel like we're all little different point of views connected to God. You know what I mean? So it's like every experience we have, he's having too. And it's not because he's never had it before, but he's never had it from that point of view before. You know? So it's like, and in a way, we're expanding, he's expanding, but he's already so expanded that we're just adding, you know, a little period to something that maybe he thought of. You know, like we're just like the final piece of something, you know? And I just basically feel like I want to feel more connected to that belief and that knowing than anything else that somebody has written in the book ages ago. You know what I mean? And then trying to live my life based off of things like that. Like, I'd rather just get down to the core of it. And that is, you know what I'm saying, treat people accordingly. You know what I mean? Based on how they make you feel on the inside and how you want to feel, you know, and most importantly, take care of you so that you can be the best you that God has shaped and molded you to be, and take all the hardships that you learn and figure out the contrast in it, and figure out what it is you want to experience next with God's help. You know what I'm saying? And your meat suit's ability to carry that task out. Like, I'd rather focus on that than, I don't know, all of the other noise I feel like religion brings, you know? But okay, that's the church question and the God question. So another question, this was a good one. I was like, oh, I like this one. It was, what does God's voice sound like to you? I don't really know. Like, God doesn't have, I don't want to say I've ever been able to really hear God's voice. Like, oh, if I hear it, I'm like, yeah, that's him. Like, no, I don't know. Like, I guess, and like, I don't know, in other kind of ways, sometimes I hear God's voice in the wind. Sounds very Pocahontas-ish, whatever. But yeah, or like in my kids, even sometimes they'll say something and I'll be like, well, I'll be damn. You know what I'm saying? And maybe I see synchronicities like, you know, 111, 222, 333, and it'll resonate with maybe like a thought pattern I was having. Or maybe I'll hear God's voice in like a dream that, you know, sounds like a deceased loved one. A lot of times though, it's kind of like my inner thoughts, you know, but like that subtle voice, that very sure, you know, uninterrupted, unrushed voice that I have in my head, you know. And it's kind of like not even really a voice, more of like a feeling that it's like a knowing and a feeling. But I guess my brain has to make it have a voice, so I would think it would be mine, you know. But yeah, like that's what God's voice sounds like to me. Sometimes it could be inside of a movie, like maybe an actor will say a line. Like, for an example, that Soul movie that just came out. Oh, that shit touched me. It touched my soul, baby. It did. It touched me. Oh my gosh. Not to mention that the little number in there, number was 22. And y'all know that's my favorite number. You know what I'm saying? My birthday is January 22nd. Aquarius, Aquagrain, But 22, like, I love 22. Okay? It follows me everywhere. All right? And she reminded me so much of me because I'm just, I don't know, I'm always reading and experiencing and talking to so many people about so many deep things, and you know, and I just feel so cultured in that sense, you know. And I always feel like, oh, I know everything. Like, I know. Like, yeah, I did it. Yeah, been there, done that. Yes, I know. Like, I know. Kind of thing. And that 22 in that damn Soul movie, if that wasn't Kyla Jr., I swear, that was Kyla Jr., okay? Lil Kai Jr. It was. Because she was walking around big mad, like, I am disgusted with this place. I'm just trying to get to Earth, bruh. Like, how many times? You know what I'm saying? And then at the end, another thing in that movie that really, really touched me, that I felt like it was God talking to me, no kidding, for real, was at the end when the two, they were talking, the jazz player and the chick, I can't remember her name, but they were talking, and she was telling him the story about this fish swimming around in this big ass ocean. You know what I'm saying? And he was his whole mission was trying to find the ocean. He wanted to swim in the ocean. You know what I'm saying? And he asked this old guy, and the old guy was like, you know, he was like, no, he was like, have you seen the ocean? I'm trying to get to the ocean. And then the old dude was like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the ocean. And he was like, what? This is water. Like, bruh, that shit hit me so hard, because I was like, oh my God. Like, when I be telling you, God be checking me, like, poop, like, straight checking me, for real, because I swear, sometimes I get so fixated on wanting to complete a goal or a mission that I set out for myself to complete, that I get lost in the sauce in the fact that I am actually in the dream right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm actually living the dream right now. Y'all already know that every time we have a desire for something and then we finally obtain it, that shit is old news, bro. Like, that's the same kind of concept. Like, you sitting here looking for something so much bigger when you're in the bigger. Like, I'm in the bigger. Like, that shit hit me like, dang. And then I felt hella spoiled and like bratty and like hella unappreciative. Like, dang, like, you salty bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how could I ever sit here and fix my mouth to the G-O-D and be like, where is it? Where my blessing is? Where that shit I asked for it? I done been through this. Okay, I've been patient. It did it. Like, we could be so bratty. But, yeah, so that's what God's voice sounds like to me. I know I went off on a rant, but y'all wanted a story anyway. Shut up. But, yeah, like, sometimes it's literally just little things like that. And it's more of just like a knowing. You know what I mean? And then I get accustomed to those signs and different things that, you know, help me recognize God's voice or my ancestors' voice or something like that. But yeah, that is what I think. But you know what else? I think aliens is all connected with that shit too. I honestly feel like aliens are just advanced fucking humans. You feel me? Like, think about it. How could they not be? Hear me out. Why you get this stuck in y'all teeth? Hear me out. How could they not be? Like, look at us now. Like, we're sitting here having Tesla, these hoverboards. Like, we're all trying to be all futuristic and shit. And I feel like we're just a baby-ass civilization. And them aliens are us hella fucking centuries ago. And they've just evolved. I think the Egyptians were onto some shit. You know what I mean? I think they were just very, very highly advanced people, but they ain't really do it in the right way, or not the right way, but just, you know, their methods of how they were enslaving people and treating people was pretty fucked up. You know what I mean? We all know that. But I'm talking about like the way they were able to build things. And I think all of the damn pyramids that are out there, I bet you could sit there and go inside one of them bitches or hit one of them stones and beep boop, and that shit just gonna start unfolding and opening up like the Fifth Element. You know what I'm saying? And then the galaxies in the sky's gonna open up and we gonna be like, oh shit. You know what I mean? Like, it was here all along. I think all of like the historical stuff is something that is way, way beyond us, because for us to be as magnificent as we are, there has to be something so much more bigger. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like we all came from this kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? This, place. And wherever that place, like, we have barely even begun to even understand how powerful and how magnificent and how just everything we are. Like, seriously, like, we're still so caught up on all of the minor shit. It's still great, bomb shit, no lie. We all know that. We love our shit, okay? But I feel like it's just so much more. And I feel like aliens are just those people who've advanced out of that shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Or, an idea that could possibly, I don't know, tickle your fancy, is what if Earth and our whole little Milky Way galaxy is just on a petri dish, and somebody's lab, or like some alien's lab, or God's lab, like, what if he has like all those little cities on some tables, and he's just like, oh, let me check on this one. Like, what if we're literally like some little habitat? Man, I shit myself, I tell you. But I shit myself in excitement, because that would be some dope ass shit. Like, how you do that? Like, remind you of like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids kind of shit. You know what I mean? Like, literally just some little things just walking around, and that would be crazy. That would be fucking crazy. You know what I mean? Crazy. I truly feel like aliens resemble God in a kind of a way. You know what I mean? Think about it. Like, if we're little mini gods, all right? And if aliens have a giant ass mothership, okay? And they have, and we see it, and it's just hella big, and it's taking up all the sky that we could see for fucking miles, okay? And it's just the bottom of this ship. We don't even see the top of this ship, all right? That's how big this alien ship is. And we're just like, we're gonna die, blah! And we're just running around this shit like, And then, you see all those little mini itty bitty little ships that come out like, phew, 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 phew. Those are us, bruh. And that big ass ship that's just the bottom, like, that's God, like, way bigger than what we even know. And we're those itty bitty ass alien ships. You know what I'm saying? We're just like, here to do some shit. Like, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That is super crazy. I don't know, though. That's just a possibility. That's just one thought process. Like, it's so crazy. Like, what if the Egyptians' tombs that they were like mummifying themselves and wrapping themselves in were like something that we use on spaceships now today, like the little incubators where they put you to sleep? What if that was like that version of that? Like, they were trying to prep for something like that. What if inside of the pyramid, check me out, bro, hold up, what if inside of the pyramid was like where they little spaceships launch off, but we don't know how to open that shit? Oh, bruh, that's hella a possibility. I just thought of that shit. I ain't never thought of that before. I ain't never, ever thought of that before. Seriously, I never thought of that before. What if it was like that? What if it was like that? You know what I'm saying? And all of the little depictions and things like that that are on the wall, like, what if that's just the story telling everybody how this shit happened? And, you know what I mean? The pyramid, they open it up and the little spaceship comes out. And they're letting you know, like, oh, this is how we got here. This is and that. Like, and this is our tomb. This is how you preserve your body. And you take them here. But some shit happens. Plague happened. And they were, like, never able to fully be able to get out to outer space or become that evolution because the way they were treating people. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe that's that. You know what I mean? Maybe that is that. You never know, bro. The possibilities are freaking endless, okay? Endless. But I also feel like they still stem from God. You know what I mean? All of it. All of it. All of it. all of it still stems from God still, but I just feel like there's different situations for different time frames and different things and different tasks as a civilization that we need to accomplish, so everything looks different and feels different. I don't know. I once got into a debate with my husband about how I feel like time doesn't exist. Seriously, this debate lasted for hours, okay? Hours, all right? Because we are relentless. Neither one of us gives up, all right? I just kind of sashay my way out of it after a while, like, okay, it is what it is. You know, I believe what I believe and you believe what you believe, and, you know, and they're both okay, but I believe what I believe and my way is right, like, kind of way. And he's like, you're wrong, that's not that, it's possibility, but that's just one side, like, and I'm like, that's fine, but this is where I am, and nevertheless, so it just, oh my god, it goes on forever. But basically, I feel like time doesn't exist. And the only reason why time exists is because somebody, okay, had the awareness that, oh, it's light and then it's dark, and oh, and this little ball round fire thing in the sky, what is that? Ah, it's hot. And then this, oh, this is dark, what is that? And they had to come up with all of these different things, and over time that same theory just kept working on itself, and then someone's like, oh, it's time. I don't think time really exists. I just think things just are, and everything is infinite and always happening and changing. Like, I don't know. No, time does not exist, okay? And the only reason why time exists is because we have a meat suit, our body, and our meat suit has an expiration date on it, just like meat in the grocery store. Okay, that's where all those things are. By the time you're born, you're dying, like, you're suffering. Like, yes, of course, like, you grow and you change and you transform, but you're all going back down again. Like, our meat suit has a time limit. Our soul, our spirit, our essence, the thing that comes from that is connected to God, does not know time. Doesn't know time. That's why, like, they keep talking about all of this universal law of attraction and, you know, being connected to the oneness. And Esther Hicks is talking about the vortex, and the Bible is talking about all of these euphoria and heaven and this and that. Like, all of this is that feeling and that spiritual thing, that spiritual you, that essence, that thing that makes you you, okay? Where all your desires come from. That shit does not know time. And to me, that is who you are. You are not your meat suit. So I feel like time doesn't exist. We have to come up with the concept of time because of our everyday limitations that our body, our meat suit, has to go through in order for its survival. So our mind has to come up and make sense of things. Why do you think the Matrix, all of that stuff, they're all basically talking about the same thing? That is what I believe, and I'm sticking to it. Like, you cannot convince me otherwise. I'm sticking to it. Seriously, time does not exist. I think everything that we've experienced, past, present, future, whatever, is seriously all happening at the same time. It's just our awareness of it. You know what I mean? Just like when you have deja vu. Explain that shit. Explain it. Explain it. Explain it. You've been there before. Explain it. You're just having a lapse in time. Explain it. Like, come on. Stat. All these little flash shows and all these other 3D different worlds and shit. That's a possibility too. Like, what if somewhere on some place, this is like Earth B, okay? And then there's like a Earth C. And there's another girl sitting in her car just like me recording this podcast because it's quiet in here. Okay? Y'all seen on my snap the other day, I was hiding in the bathroom because I told them I was taking a poop and I wasn't. I just needed quiet time. Okay? And it's quiet in the car. And it's warm and it kind of feel like a sauna. Alright? So spa treatment stopping. Anyway, I'm just messing with y'all. But yes, that is that. That is what I think. I think everything is connected. Like, this one time at band camp. No, I'm just kidding. But this one time, you know, I took a shroom trip, and like, it was my first time taking a shroom trip, and literally everything you could hear, you could see, you could feel color, bro. Like all of the tattoos on my arm and the music and the rug was dancing and life was just like, wow. Like I feel like that could be like what if we're not in our meat suit. You know what I'm saying? How we experience shit. Possibility. You know? That shit was trippy. Like you could feel music. You could hear light. Listen. That shit, that was a trip. That was a trip. Okay? Real life trip. Right? Who sits here and talks about God, drugs, and beliefs? Me. I do. My random ass. I do. Okay? Don't judge me. Okay? Instead. Shoot, I'm just saying. That shit is all around us. Like, in every little weird little thing. You know what I mean? Shoot. That's all I got for y'all. This was fun. You know? Did you guys have a good time? I did. Yeah, I did. I sure did. You know? All of this shit is connected too. These stories and shit. This is how I came up with little random stuff for the store. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to label this Sacred Ave. That's what I'm going to do. Because it's all about the divine shit. The unknown. The sacred shit. The shit don't nobody want to talk about. Because what? You know? Basically. That explains the collections on my store. If y'all were wondering. Because some people be like, I don't get it. Well, Reckless Ave is because my mouth be reckless. Okay? And built for it is all the motivational you could do it, boo, type of shit. Okay? And the so saucy, that's just all the extraness of everybody and me. Okay? That we all have. And what else? Art Ave, because y'all know I love to draw and stuff. I just recently started showing people my art. Like when y'all started seeing me post, that's when I started showing motherfuckers. Ain't that a trip? Like, I dare myself to just do it. Like, what could it hurt? Like, bitch, if you could take a selfie and you could post a motherfucking selfie, you could draw some art and you could post a motherfucking shit. Okay? Period. Like, what the fuck is you afraid of? Be shameless. Is you shameless or not? Is you or is you ain't shameless? Shoot. Yeah, funny. But yes, y'all. This has been another motherfucking episode of Shamelessly Speaking. Brought to you by whatever the fuck you listening on. Until next time, folks. Stay ready so you ain't never gotta get ready. Say what the motherfuck you said. And baby, live your life. Know what I'm talking about? Alright then. Bye. Bye. Push stop. Bye. Shit.